Well, this is a little epilogue to the D2, the Wilesco D2 video. As you can see, it's I've done a few mods. New base. This is home cast aluminium. You know, one of those aluminium muffins that I cast in the tuna fish tins. That was made out of that, and it's much steadier now it's on that base. It doesn't wobble around anywhere near as much. And then one of the commenters on my original video on the D2 suggested that a small mess burner might be a much better bet than the beeswax candle. Brian, thanks for the suggestion, and I agree completely with him. So I have now made a small brass mess burner for it, which I've tried it and it works very well. But I want to make a shout out here to Jim from Brew Healer's Model and Toy Steam Engine YouTube channel, and I'll put a link in the description to Jim's channel because it's brilliant. If you're interested in model steam engines, go and have a look. He's got a fantastic collection. But he got a D2, was it about 8 years ago, Jim? I think something like 8 years ago. Anyway, and he did some mods to his, and one of the things he did was make a little mess burner, and it was perfect. And I blatantly copied it. I hope you don't mind, Jim, but your solution to the mess burner was brilliant. Now Jim made his out of aluminium, mine's made out of brass, but other than that, I think it's pretty much identical to the burner that Jim made. So yeah, I'm going to run it, and we'll see how well it works. So I thought you just might like to see it in sort of close up. Now I intentionally made the wick tube adjustable. There's a little collar with a grub screw so I can raise and lower the wick tube, because I wasn't quite sure what sort of height I really needed for the flame. So I've played around with it, and I think I've got it just about right. So yeah, let's let it heat up, and we'll see it run. Well, I think we're about there. Yeah, there we go, lovely job. That runs a treat with that little burner. One job I've still got to do is I need to take this plastic ring and stick it in the lathe and just very lightly skim the inside, because the boiler doesn't sit square or level. It's just not quite sitting right. It just needs a few thou taken off the inside and it should be fine. But no, I think it looks fine, and with the new bits, and it's silent as usual. As I said before in the first video, one thing you do have to keep an eye on with these is because there's no level gauge and there's only 20 millilitres of water in the boiler, you really don't run them for too long. You know, you don't want to run out of water. So, but yeah, I'm well pleased with that. As you can see, it's much steadier now. It doesn't wobble around or shake or anything like that. And that's just that's all down really to the aluminium base. Obviously the brass burner has some weight to it as well, so that helps to steady it. But I ran it before with the new aluminium base and the beeswax candle, which weighs almost nothing, and it was still very, very steady. So yeah, it works well. Well, I think that'll be about it for this. I may do some mods in the future. Jim did a nice aluminium band for his boiler, and it didn't seem to detract from, you know, suck any of the heat away. It still ran absolutely fine, so I may well make up an aluminium ring to replace the plastic one, because I think it would look very nice. It would go well. A little bit of aluminium up the top will, you know, go well with the aluminium base. So yeah, but there we are. That's it for now. Those are the mods I've done to the Wilesco D2. Very pleased with them, and yeah, it's running a treat. As always, I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks very much for watching. Cheers.